Hello people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it is time for another episode of the Daily Leeds. We've got some transfer chatter in for you today. We've got another Victor Orta exclusive. We've got some updates on the lads in the Euros, plenty to get our teeth into, as is always the case at Leeds United Ellen Road and for Parch. Before we do get into the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. And I hope you enjoy the video. Heard it right, it's going to be Just Joe, and it's going to be all about football. He showed descent. Bamford, it's in! Yes! Yes! I've not seen many more appearances from Pablo. Fantastic inaugural guest. I have to pull out the big guns. And this is the moment when I take a stand. So guys, we're going to start first of all with some more stats and figures for you. The Mighty Whites topping the charts all the time. Every time I do one of these videos, some other stat boffin or some Twitter page has come up with some new stat that Leeds United have smashed. That's what we are, right? We're record breakers. Remember that TV program? I remember that. I might be too old for some of you to remember that. A lot of you will, let me know in the chat. But we are the record breakers of 2021 for a newly promoted side anyway. Some of the metrics we have smashed out of the park have been unbelievable. And a good friend of mine, Chris from LUFC Data, has done some number crunching. And just there, you can see on the screen there, a number of metrics that Leeds United have smashed out of the park and actually been the best in the Division 4. So, as you can see in gold there, or yellow if you like, pressures first, tackles won first. You've got sprints per game, distance covered per game. None of them are surprising really, but it is still amazing to see for a newly promoted side. Fewest starting 11 changes, fewest players used, first for goals from outside the box, first for passes allowed per defensive action. So just think about that, yeah? More sprints, more distance covered, yet we've used the fewest players in the division. And you hear these guys that are competing, you know, we've had Klopp, etc., moan about the games and all this sort of stuff. We've used the fewest amount of players in a season and still hit the metrics that we do. You know, this burnout fallacy, surely that has gone now. I don't want to ever hear that come out of anyone's mouth ever again, because it shows the proof is in the pudding there. For us to be first for pressures, tackles won, sprints per game, distance covered per game, and yet still be first for the fewest starting 11 changes and fewest players used. It's absolutely mind-boggling. You know, we heard Harry Kane when I brought that to you the other day speaking about how fit Calvin was. And of course, it's all down to Murderball. It's all down to Bielsa and the fitness team and Rob Price and everyone at Leeds United. It's absolutely unreal to see. Make sure you check out LUFC Data on Twitter. We've got some more Euros noise. As I say, guys, I will be doing the Leeds Daily, but I also will be throwing in there a lot of Euro content as well. We're going to start with Leeds Daily, and also we'll just wrap it up with some Euros content with that. You know, no doubt the nation will be taken away with that stuff. And what have we got now? We're looking at 8 days between now and when the Euros start. So I, for one, can't wait. But we've got some more Euro chatter now. Matthias Klick's Poland manager, Sousa, or Sousa. You remember Paulo Sousa, who was at Swansea and stuff for a period of time. He spoke about Klick. You know, we touched on it the other day. Klick had certain words, but he said he believes Klick's energy, delivery, and appetite to get forward and score goals can be vital for Poland in the Euro 2020 campaign, which kicks off, obviously, for them on June the 14th against Slovakia before they play Spain and Sweden. He said, you know, I mentioned to you yesterday the killer pass that he played for Poland's first goal against Russia. He said Matthias Klick played well, but it can be even better because that's what football values he has. Said the former Benfica, Juventus and Inter Milan midfielder. He is a very energetic footballer. He is everywhere. He has a good cross. He's looking for goals and he's technically very good. He can determine the strength of the team. This is a team that has Robert Lewandowski playing up top for it. This is a midfielder that's played at some top clubs, as I've just mentioned. Won Champions League. He's been at Benfica. He's been at Juve, Inter Milan, and he's saying that a player like Matthias Klick can determine the strength of a team with the way that he can play, you know. And people at Leeds United, or certain sections of the fan base, wanted this guy gone. You know, Bielsa said he could play in any team across Europe. Yes, he had some knocks. Yes, his performance has dropped. However, he's now coming back into form, and I believe we'll get an even better Matthias Klick fit, ready, raring to go for next season's campaign, which is going to be amazing. Next, guys, we're going to hear from Victor Orta. He did another interview, this time with One Football over on the Leeds United website, and he said he's fallen in love with Leeds United. I knew their history and tradition from the outside, but without being here, you can never really truly understand the magnitude of this football club. You know, once Leeds, always Leeds. Once you come in, remember Beckford, which shirt am I wearing, bruv? You know, all that sort of stuff. Until you've been here and experienced it, I guess you'll never understand it. But Victor Orta has fallen in love with this football club. He spoke about Bamford and said, you know what? I feel really upset. He was joking. He said, because in the past, if something bad happened, the blame would be 50% Victor, 50% Patrick. But now I'm taking 100%. He deserves this moment, because when you work hard through difficult moments, taking criticism and judgments along the way, it's not easy. But I always felt that he believed in his talent. I feel really happy for him, for his family, for his environment. And now he can truly enjoy the good moments, knowing he has beaten some difficult ones. And he's speaking about Patrick Bamford there. Obviously, didn't have the best of times when he first came in from certain sections of the fan base. I myself had words for him when he cupped his ear that time and said, you have no right to cup your ear to me as a fan, because I never used to boo the guy in the ground. That's not my style. But I was also at Preston away. I was at pre-season against York, where he was getting jeered and, you know, people mocking him when he was scoring in the warm-up against Preston. So I understand it. I understand what he's been through, but he's come out the other side. And like Victor says, he's taking 100% credit for that. Jokingly, of course, but it is class to see. You know, I still can't believe, you know, we'll speak about the England game in a second, that Bamford wasn't in it. It's crazy. But there is always next time. He spoke about scouting and said, first of all, we believe in a methodology and a style of football that makes our work in the scouting department much easier. I prefer my team to be watching 200 plays instead of 2,000. I think in terms of what we did last summer, we are extremely happy. We consider ourselves lucky because we didn't just sign talented players. We signed great guys, amazing people for the dressing room who arrived and respected the traditions of this football club. That's why the Noah Lang one for me, for me, I don't think it'll happen. You know, I don't think it'll happen because we know what's been going on with him recently. If you've been catching up on the daily leads, I just don't think Noah Lang fits the bill. I may be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. He spoke about Marcelo as well in the interview and said, look, when we took the decision to pursue Marcelo, myself and Andrea Radrizzani, you know, we received tons of messages saying, are you crazy? You are making a mistake, things like that. Now it's different. I feel proud that we could create an environment for him to succeed. And this is the thing. Anything Bielsa wants, they give him, because they know they've got a special guy in charge, you know. He says from the ticket seller Mandy all the way up to Patrick Bamford, our connection resembles a family, and we all share the common goal to change the history of Leeds United, which is class to hear, you know. I spoke about it a couple of episodes ago, how he has them playing certain games on a Friday, scoring goals, all that sort of stuff. And I said to myself, I want to go work at this place, man. Get me in there. I'll sell tickets for you if you want. I'll do it outside bloody Old Trafford if it means I can come and get involved in that. It sounds like an amazing atmosphere to be in. There has also been another mural underway put together by the Leeds United Trust. That's been underway at Pudsey Market to honour legends, including Jack Charlton and Norman Hunter. The painting of a mural which will honour a host of former Leeds United stars is underway at Pudsey Market. So if you're in and around Pudsey, please send me your pictures on the Instagram and we'll get them shared on tomorrow's episode if you would like to do that. But yeah, another mural going up, and that just shows you, you know, that family oriented atmosphere that's been created. When was the last time this sort of stuff was ever done in Leeds, where we've gone from the Championship Premier League, you've got murals everywhere, you've got Bielsa everywhere. It's amazing. It's amazing. I keep saying it all the time, but there isn't a bad moment as a Leeds United fan right now. It's absolutely amazing, honestly. Also, guys, we've got a bit of transfer chatter. Apparently, Leeds are reportedly making initial forays into a potential move for Huesca left-back Javi Galan. He's excelled in La Liga this term. In actual fact, guys, he's completed 121 dribbles in La Liga this season. And there's only Lionel Messi is beating him for that statistic. So he's in some really esteemed company now. Now, apparently, this link to Javi Galan is due to the fact that Romain Perard deal may be off the cards. It's been reported that apparently Stade Brest have increased the fee. It came out on Tuesday, I believe, and emerged that the Frenchman's fee had gone up. And that could possibly see the transfer collapse, which seems a bit of a strange one. I think for me, we will get Parade. And if it's not him, it'll be Tagliafico. But Galan's now entered the foray, as I say, 26-year-old. He's not put out the same sort of numbers as Parade this season in terms of direct attacking, contributions. Because as we know, Parade, he contributed 10 goals overall, while Galan managed only 3. But Galan's, as I say, dribbles are second only to Lionel Messi in La Liga. And apparently the kid's fee is 3.5 million. So apparently, for whatever reason, his release clause has dropped from 7 million to just 3.5. Huesca finished 18th in La Liga. They faced relegation. And with Galan out of contract next summer, they may look to add vital funds by offloading their talent. But I mean, 3.5 million, it's a snip. If he's doing them sort of numbers in terms of dribbles, maybe it's someone we should definitely look at. But I'm still got my heart set, and I still believe the Parade deal from Brest will be done. But apparently, there may be an issue with that due to the fee going up. We've also been linked as well with Jack Hendry, Celtic centre-back that's been on loan at Belgian side Oostende. Apparently Oostende can sign him in the summer for 2 million, and Leeds are interested and therefore could buy him for 10, and it's a quick turnaround of money for Oostende. It's clear that we have scouts in Belgium, obviously, with the link of Noah Lang. We were speaking about Orta having like 200 players looking at. Maybe Hendry's come up on his list. Look, Hendry scored tonight for Scotland, actually, in their 2-2 draw with Holland. He was brought in by Rodgers, not really done well. It needed to be gone out on loan, done really well, put out some good numbers. I just don't see us going after a centre-back. We've got Cooper, Llorente, Koch, and Pascal Struijk. I can't see him getting game time. The article says bringing a replacement for Berardi. I don't think we need one because Berardi really wasn't involved anyway. And if you're going to replace Berardi with someone, you're replacing with Creswell, because Berardi wasn't getting game time anyway. I don't see us going after a centre-back. We need a left-back. We need a midfielder. We need a right-footed winger. For me personally, Javi Galan may be the one, as I say, 3.5 million, but I still think we'll get Parade. We'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, look, it's silly season. We're going to get a lot of links that aren't always 100% credible. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. And we're going to first finish now with some Euro updates. So, of course, Calvin was on the England bench last night. Didn't get a run out. We did see Ben White. We won the game 1-0. Fitness concerns with him. Obviously, Alexander-Arnold was also got a note. You've got Henderson. You've got Maguire. So it's touch and go for Calvin for our tie on the 13th. Roberts was an unused sub in the Wales game where they were beaten 3-0 by France, the world champions. And as I said, Liam Cooper started in a 2-2 draw with Holland. He started in a back three, played 62 minutes, and then was substituted. I don't think Cooper will be getting a starting berth in the Scotland squad personally. We might see him. I hope he does. We'll have to wait and see. But that was the Daily Leeds. That was your roundup. I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, like the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments and notification bell on. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in a bit.